Hey everyone, Genome here. Coming at you with another Marvel Strike Force video. It's been a little while since the last one, and I figured, well, what the heck, you know? Might as well. Actually, I was reading a thread, or a comment, should I say, from a video I posted a while back about my favorite U7 raid team, and I thought that I would update it a bit, because there's been quite a few changes since then, so I was going to actually go ahead and show you what I'm running now, and kind of give you a taste of how it's ran. So, hey, there I am third. I like to be number 1 or 2, if possible, but we are in U7 difficulty 4. We normally get close to the end of it, if not all of it, so none of us are super hardcore, but it is what it is. I like to hit the outside lanes, just because my comp can be a little bit dangerous to a lot of mind control characters, and there's only like 2 nodes on this pathway that has a lot of mind control characters, so sometimes it's better to switch out for a symbiote team on those, just because they don't do too much one-shot damage. I'm running Black Bolt. It can be very dangerous if he's mind controlled, and yeah. So, oh, looks like we're on a boss node. We'll have to see how this works out. So, okay, so got a boss node here. Let's see the current lineup I'm using, and I'll go over it just a little bit with you as to why. Okay, so on the thread, he was kind of commenting on the older one. My old team used to consist of Thanos over here in Ebony Maw's spot, with Black Bolt directly behind him, so he was channeling every bit of energy to Black Bolt. Also had Carnage, Symbiote Spider-Man, and Minn-erva on that team. Carnage and Symbiote Spider-Man were just there as utility, and they kind of took care of themselves healing-wise, so, you know, they're set it and forget it kind of things. Just accenting what the main premise of the whole thing was to do, and that's to kill things quickly. That was where Black Bolt came in. And then for my 5th, I had Minn-erva in there for her tertiary heals, right? So, in this newest iteration, I'm running with, let me back this out because I know I'm going to run out of time here. Right in the middle of it. So, my newest iteration, I've actually included Ebony Maw, and I've shifted positions on Thanos a bit. Thanos' passive works like when you kill an enemy, he throws out energy to adjacent cosmic allies. So, Black Bolt and Maw being both cosmic, that works great. Ebony Maw is kind of taking Minn-erva's place. He's not as good as a healer, I don't think, because his passive doesn't passively heal. But with this setup, I can get a lot more heals out of him because Thanos is going to be dumping some energy over here. This is at the expense a little bit of Black Bolt being able to ult every turn. But in U4, or, you know, difficulty 4, you got to have a little more sustain. And it just wasn't cutting it anymore. Let me back up one more time. One more time, we'll go in there and we'll talk about it. So I wanted to go something a little more resilient, and so that's where Ebony Maw comes in. Not just because of his heals, because Minn-erva can do that maybe just a little bit better. But what's really good about him is his special. And it's only like, I think, 4 energy cooldown, and he's going to be getting a lot of energy from Thanos, even split up between him and Black Bolt. So it just makes them a lot more resilient, you know, throwing defense up on everybody. And that's kind of allowed me to take Minn-erva out for now, and it's been working pretty well for me, and I put a Kestrel in there. Kestrel has some great synergy with this team as well, most certainly because of Symbiote Spider-Man throwing out defenses down everywhere. That's what he does, right, just on his basic, which is great. She does it herself, too. Lots of synergy with her passive and Black Bolt's passive, too, because they'll be pinging back and forth like crazies, too. So hopefully we can see some good examples of that. Let's get in there and quit my jabbering. Just for some reference, I think my Ebony Maw is around 110k power. Thanos is pretty beefy, about 160. He's maxed on everything, year to 15. Kestrel's about 100k, 103k. Black Bolt's about 140, 150k. He's pretty beefy too. Symbiote Spider-Man, I think, is in the 120s. So you can see I took a big lick right there off it. Almost lost. I had no res. That's why I missed Minn-erva. But yeah, took a big lick there. So she has some self-heals though, so hopefully we can get through this. So I like her basic quite a bit. Even though I shouldn't, maybe. If, see, Ebony Maw has some great passives, too, with, like, hero controllers being blocked. So, okay, let's go ahead and get some defense up. And this really neuters the other team. Let's go ahead and extend some of this so Vision's not messing with me too much. See that double ping right there? It's really brutal, this pair. You could probably, the guy who was commenting, I wish I remembered the name, was using Silver Surfer on this team and somebody else in the 5th slot. He had basically a whole different lineup, Hela and things like that, and it wasn't working too well for him. I think Silver Surfer could work pretty well in Black Bolt's slot because they both want to be ulting quite a bit. So ult is up for Black Bolt. Let's go do some wreckage. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and clear the taunt here on Drax just because I need to get down Scarlet Witch. Luckily, once again, Moss passive goes off. So how's our heals look? Don't want to be so stingy with Ebony Moss heals anymore because he's going to be getting quite a bit of energy from Thanos. Not to mention, it also ticks off the ping from Kest, which is also a definite plus. Let's get some defense down, people who don't have it. So this group right now, Venom is really the most dangerous because of heal block, but we have immunity up, so we really wasn't worried about it. Thanos has the heal already. I don't care. Let's go ahead and get another ping off from Kestrel. She'll see. Black Bolt usually goes first in that scenario when they drop down the red, so he'll ping first, usually kill the person with defense down, and then she'll just send her ping elsewhere. So it's really a sweet thing. Now Black Bolt doesn't always get to ult every turn like he did in the old method, but it's pretty regular. So there's enough firepower on this team that he doesn't usually have to. So who do I want to get rid of right now? Let's just see if we can get rid of the Boomer here, and then Venom. I go ahead, since we got 7 enemies left, I'm going to go ahead and hit the special again from Ebony Maw, which should get recharged. Let's go ahead and get Venom killed here. Okay. Or double tap, if you will. Kest is incredibly strong. Now Thanos needs some healing, so let's go ahead and throw down. And hey, we got the ult again from Black Bolt, so let's see where the energy goes on these kills, huh? It's always fun. Yeah, it just spreads it around, so... I do prefer it all getting channeled into one, but I don't think Ebony Maw needs that much energy. But I do want him getting more refreshes just because of his special for the most part. So let's go ahead and just basic the rest of this down. So that was a boss node. This is probably, you know, full disclosure, this is obviously a stronger team than normal, probably in the 500k, 530k range or something like that. So there's that Joker grin of hers. Oh, I thought Blue Sax had locked up on me like it likes to do. So, you know, your results may vary, especially if you're going in at lower gear tier. I think he said he was gear tier 13. So, this team is comprised of a couple characters that are gear tier 15, Thanos and Symbiote Spider-Man. I don't think anyone else on this team is gear tier 15 yet. So, oh, sorry, team power's almost 700k. I lied. So, I'm sure most people won't have some of these characters worked up that much, but it can work at lower levels, as you can see there. So you can run full symbiotes on 7.4. Mine are probably only about 500k or so, maybe even under. I think 470 and more, something like that. So you got to manually control them, and a lot of the stuff comes up on the timer with them. So I prefer this team. This mostly for brevity's sake. Okay, so I don't like to use a special right here. I'm only hitting 2 targets anyway, so I'll save it. Let's go ahead and get some defense up, because we're about to get, I forgot about the flip here. And there's no real way to stop Doctor Strange. I should have thought about that a little bit more. Hopefully the immunity will stop some of that, but... yeah, they resisted, so that's good stuff. So all these Draxes, like, completely separated, really kind of screws you up a little bit. So let's go ahead and get rid of the taunt on that one, and then we'll focus down this group over here. Spreading defense down, of course, is your friend with Kestrel. So we're just going to go ahead and not take any counterattack damage and spread the love around with Symbiote Spider-Man. Look at that work. Now, if only I could get to Doctor Strange. Okay, so how's the health? I'm going to go ahead and pop a heal here. You know, I wasn't exactly in dire straits with Thanos, but it can add up quickly, even in difficulty 4, so... go Thanos, ping. Let's see, that double tap is brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Not too many enemies are going to survive that. Black Bolt's still a wrecking ball. A lot of people don't use Black Bolt too much anymore in raids, but I think he's invaluable, at least on my squad. And then paired up with Kestrel, they're just... it's disgusting how much damage this team can put out and how fast. But it's not quite as fast as the previous lineup that I had shown before when Black Bolt was getting all the energy, but, you know, it does suffice for the work. So, yeah, it can work for you, too, and let me know in the comments below if this is the kind of lineup that you would be interested in running. Let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know if you used something similar and had similar results. And to the person, if I remember, I'll grab a screenshot and put the message up there. Thanks for giving me the idea for the video, and hopefully this was a little bit helpful for you too. And all I can say is just keep grinding, man. U7's a big jump when you finally get in there as compared to anything before it. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of pain and agony. The best advice I can give you in the setup I was showing you previously is to put Thanos on the edge, feed everything to Black Bolt, and keep minn-erva as far away from him as possible, because she is so squishy, and the AI loves to target her. Keep the taunt up on Thanos if at all possible at all times, and then yeah, just run with it. So yeah, once again, thanks again for watching. Until next time, this is Genome, still bringing you his U7 adventures. Out.